Pass is complete for a first down. Hubbard remains the back. That's Jonathan Mingo. Ball's loose. And Young is on it. Both quarterbacks. I don't know if it's early season. Hubbard remains the back. That's Jonathan Mingo. Ball's loose. And Young is on it. Both quarterbacks. I don't know if it's early season. Chenault in the backfield. Bryce Young will float it to him. And Laviska Chenault out of bounds. Quick pass from Bryce Young to Chenault. Then Laviska Chenault is inside the 20. Bozeman, the center from Alabama, who's the veteran on this front line. And the pass is intercepted at the 20. It's Jesse Bates with a Falcon takeaway. Again, no DJ Chark. Young and knocked away. He hesitated, but there wasn't much there to start. Second down 10. Hubbard the back. Bryce Young has time. On the move, throws and knocked away from Hayden Hurst. On 3rd and 10, Young flips. That's Hubbard. It'll be 4th down. 3rd and 1. They failed on a 4th and 1 on an impressive opening drive. Young is protected well. The pass is on target and held on. Young open. 1st down. Marshall to the 40. After a loss of 1. Pass short. Thielen at the 41 of Atlanta. The pressure picked up. The pass caught. Did he hang on as he went out of bounds? That was Jonathan Mingo, the rookie from Ole Miss. Spotted right at the 20. Bryce Young has all day and dumps it off. That's Hayden Hurst with running room. Without a huddle here. He throws. It's caught. And Bryce Young has his first NFL touchdown pass to Hayden Hurst.
Is going to be in the coverage. You're going to see Hayden Hurst here on the outside. Is he going to block for the run, or is he going to release? And Grant, just that little bit of step, just that little bit extra.
With Young. Bryce Young to throw. And a mix-up there with Terrace Marshall being sent in. 2nd down 10. Young fires, incomplete in the area of Jonathan Mingo.
Ready, go.
Bryce Young's throw incomplete, and it's 4th down, trying to get to Mingo. Responding to mistakes or adversity was one of the things they admired most when they talked about drafting him as Giovanni Ricci. Fake. Young, sideline throw. Hayden Hurst hauls it in and gets out of bounds.
Tremendous all day long. Protection and in run blocking.
Bryce Young has a moment here. And a lot of room to run if he keeps it. And he does. And he will get a first down and go out of bounds inside the 35 of Atlanta.
And a potential weakness for Carolina.
Young hesitates. In the area, just got rid of that. There wasn't anything happening. Laviska Chenault.
See if he's going to be a target here on 3rd down.
Hayden Hurst has the most catches for Carolina today. The throw.
And with the injury today of DJ Chark coming in.
Bryce Young has it after a great fake. Open short. Trying to work is Miles Sanders short of the 40.
Ready, go.
Young throws. And it's intercepted. It's Jesse Bates again. He's got 2 today.
On that one.
After a loss of 1.
Ready, go.
Young short to Hubbard. maybe to the 48-yard line.
Even after the interceptions.
He dumps it off to Miles Sanders. Puts a move on. And Young to throw and has time. And he's going deep down the sideline. And a slight overthrow of Terrace Marshall. The blitz is on. And Young is sacked. Troy Anderson got to him.
At the end of the run, which is the 1 yard line. It's a complicated enforcement.
All right, thank you, Dean, for helping to clarify. As Miles Sanders carries, yet probably Young throws incomplete. And should have big numbers this year with the addition to the running game. Pressure on Young, and it's incomplete.
Of course, they moved up, but they weren't able to move up without giving up their best target on the outside at wide receiver.
And Young gets away. It'll be third down.
And then throwing that first interception and starting on the left side, throwing that second one.
Bates is out of the game for the moment.
C.J. Stroud so good, we should go check him out next week.
Should be a good game when they run into each other. Colts and Texans. Pass complete at the 30. Bit of a prevent as Miles Sanders.
The more comfortable you get.
Sideline throw and catch. And his young quarterback enjoying his team's home opener. Pressure on him. That's the story. David Onyemata. Well,
stay with us. Stay tuned.
There's plenty of football coming up. America's Game of the Week on Fox as the throw, just as he turned. It was a well-timed throw. Miles Sanders. So after the incompletion and the review, Young on second down. There's a flag down as the catch is made. Carolina will, on 3rd and 5, get the first down.
I know how to hang on to that thing.
Young got rid of it. The AFC teams before Washington is the opponent. 3rd and 15, Young. It'll be 4th down.
That was so impressive to me. Guys that big aren't supposed to stop and start like that.
4th down, Young is going to go down at the 30-yard line.